We're live.
We live.
We are live. Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? It's Coach Nick Money in the house with the one, the only, the indelible one, DBL Nicks,
in the house.
and the queen of stock herself, the best is in the Westers, DBL Mom.
Hey!
There you have it. It ain't a show until she gives us a...
Hey!
That's right. Ow, man, that hurt. Holy moly. Good morning, everybody. Let's get right into this. First of all, we are not financial or stock advisors. This is not financial or stock advice. This is just a show.
Da, 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 da.
Hey!
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And also, if you're not following on YouTube, subscribe and do what this guy says.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to basically get
Notifications.
Notifications.
Every time we put out some content for you.
Yes.
Yeah, that. And if you're not following us on Twitter,
and share. Don't forget to share.
oh,
Don't
make sure
don't
sharing
forget
is
to
caring,
share.
right?
Do not forget
Sharing
to
is
share.
caring. Make sure to also follow us on the Twitter, aka X.com. You can follow us on X.com at Coach Nick Money, at Coach Nick Money, Coach Nick Money, at Coach Nick Money, and also on Twitch at Coach Nick Money, at Coach Nick Money. And if you want to join us on the Discord, we call a lot of bangers a lot of time. We got that special going on, 99 cents for 7 days, and then $39.99. $39.99. Let's get right into it, and let's take a look at some of the runners. So we've had a couple of runners pre-market. BDRX went up 134%, and we could see right now that it is forming a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. So head and shoulder pattern. Let's get the graffiti pencil out right away. Okay, I got my pencil out, yo. Here we go. Shoulder, head, shoulder.
Oh.
Kind of bearish. However, hold on, because I'm going to get my other pencil. We do have a channel right over here. Right there, and I'm going to get another graffiti pencil. So we got things going on over here. We're taking a look. It's the leading runner of the morning. Leading runner of the morning, still up 117%. It is in a consolidating type of pattern. There is a little bit of a trend line going on, but I am concerned about this shoulder, head, and shoulder. I'm concerned about it. I'm not sure it's going to be a nasty thing, but it could be nasty. It could be nasty. It needs to break out of this range right here, 161, and move upward. There seems to be room for it to move forward if it does not convert itself into a head and shoulders pattern. But right now, it's head and shoulders pattern. So it's a holding pattern for me. Not financial advice, just chatting. Just chatting. It does have news. The news is that it entered into an exclusive license agreement with eRapper, a phase 3 ready asset for the treatment of familial adenomatous polyposis. Whatever the hell that means. Okay? It is a low float stock at 4.76 million, and so far the volume has been 12 million, so almost triple, but it looks bearish at the moment. So let's go and take a look at the videotape and check out another parabolic runner that we called in our Discord. You know how we do. A lot of bangers, a lot of times. TVGN. Let's take a look at it. And it majorly sold off after that major pop during pre-market, sold off. Doesn't look extremely healthy. However, we could do something like this and say maybe a descending wedge, but I am not totally confident in this. I think we could find something better. But we'll keep this descending wedge just to keep an eye, because it did move kind of aggressively, but I don't like what I'm seeing right now. Let's take a look at TPET.
Yes.
TEPT. It had formed a double top, although there was that trend line going on. So let's go ahead and continue that trend line, and it is currently up only 8%. This is a penny stock, and if we zoom into it, a lot of top tails. I don't like top tails. You know that.
Bottom tail.
It's all about the bottom tail.
Tail.
It's all about
Tail.
the bottom tail, right, Mom?
Right.
Right, exactly. Okay, let's go see what else we got. We got Peggy is another one that was on the radar and has sold off pretty significantly. Let's take a look at it. A lot of people were chatting about it all over the place. But currently, it is below VWAP. It's sold off. Double top right here. Let's get that graffiti pencil out. Ba, right there. Bada bing over there. And then it went this away, like that. Like that. It went like that. But we don't want that line. I'm going to get rid of that one line because we're going to draw something else with another graffiti pencil. Another graffiti pencil. Another one. Another one. Boom. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and look at what we got. What we could potentially be seeing here is a beginning of a descending wedge. Right there. Maybe a descending wedge over here, maybe. And also, how about maybe an inverted head and shoulders? Could it be? Could it be? How about shoulder? Head.
Shoulder.
At the shoulder over here. Maybe an inverted head and shoulders. Does it have news? It does not have news. Oh, wait a minute, but April 25th, Pineapple Energy applauds announcement of EPA's $7 billion solar for all awards. The float is pretty thick, 56 million, and the volume not excessively high considering the float. 111 million, but again, it is a penny stock and it has formed what appears to be an inverted bullish head and shoulder pattern off of a descending wedge. So, doubles, side chart, NYC,
Some side chart.
side chart, boom, just like that. Okay, we're going to take a look at FRGT. FRGT was moving pretty well earlier and then kind of stalled out. Let's see what it looks like right now. In fact, we had drawn certain things on the chart Arun, so let's take a look at this. We had a shoulder here, a head, a shoulder, and then the price action went down, of course, because you had a bearish pattern form, and then you had a descending wedge, right? Descending wedge that led into a double bottom, and then a spike up to VWAP, and then it just couldn't hold up on VWAP. But you could see that off the descending wedge, if we get rid of this particular trend line, we can go ahead and draw a different trend line right over here. Right over here. Boom. Boom. Right there. And we could see that we did have price action that went over VWAP. And again, we had a double top over here and here. Actually, a triple top, if you will. Take a look at that. Boom. Let's get that graffiti pencil out here. Boom, over here. 1,
A
2,
a 3,
and then a 3, and then the sell-off. So it seems to be a pattern that forms here where it shoots up, pulls back. Shoots up, pulls back. Double bottom over here, double bottom over here. Double top, pulls back. And it looks like it's barcoding, so it doesn't have enough volume, but it has provided some movement per se. So we'll put it on the side chart, but again, it looks like it's kind of thinly traded. So you're not that sexy yet. You were sexy earlier. You were schmexy a little bit earlier, but right now, not so sexy. Did it have news? It had news yesterday. Grows client portfolio with Grupo Solav cross-border logistics contract. And just to give you some specifics, it's got 2.25 million float and a 10 million volume. So you had some volume in this particular ticker, but right now it is below the trend line and significantly below VWAP. So side chart. Let's go to the next videotape. The next videotape is IFBD, which moved up and then crashed and burned. Let's go and take a look and see what it looks like now. And it still looks like Garbaggio. So no. Let's try ELWS. ELWS had a little pop right over here in the after hours, as you can see, but it is currently selling off. Not very interesting, not very schmexy. It is under $1. It is under $1. I do not see any news for it particularly. It is a 6 million float stock and only has 1 million shares trading hands. Not schmexy.
Not schmexy.
Later for you. How about yesterday we had iLag that popped early and ran for a bit and then crashed. So we could see that happening right here. Now, this company iLag, if I remember correctly, had underwriters in China. In China. And so did this other ticker symbol, ISUN. They both had the same underwriter when they IPO'd, and you could see that there was a major spike up to 50 cents. The old pumperoo and the old dumperoo, right? So we could go ahead and put a level right here. The old pump and dump. Not very schmexy. Later. Ciao. See you later. Bye. Not interested. Now, SLCA is a silica company, and they're being bought out. So you could see that there's not much going on over here. It did pop up to 1587, but of course, it's going to hang out right around where the buyout price is. So not schmexy. Not schmexy. Not only is it not schmexy, but it's also got 75 million float, and that makes it really not schmexy. Not schmexy at all. In fact, I'm changing to another ticker, okay?
Yeah. Good morning, Naveed.
Naveed, what's up? How you doing? Welcome. All right, so here we go. We are looking at KTRA. KTRA, it was a low float stock, but no more. It's now 37 million float, and the volume is only 24 million, so there's not a lot of volume. And you could see a pretty messed up chart here with two tops over here and the price selling off. So this penny is not schmexy. So we're going to go and check out a different ticker at this juncture. Let's go back to BDRX. BDRX. And we can see it is still in the channel. And remember, we drew a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. And unless it breaks this level right over here, $1.62, it's not schmexy. But I'm going to get my graffiti pencil out to bring this up to date, ladies and gentlemen, because, you know, we are artistes here. That's like French, right? Artistes. We're not artists. We are artistes. Pepe Le Pew, yo.
Yeah.
Pepe Le Pew. All right. So you can see that the price action is respecting the 162 resistance level, and that is concerning because we have what appears to be a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. Now let's go into a different time frame and take a look at it and see if it gives us a different look. All right. And you could see that it is pretty extended on the 5-minute chart. It is forming what could conceivably be considered a pennant. Okay. Right over there. Okay. But it was also forming it over there. See? Let's go to the 1 minute and clean this up a little. Let's get rid of some of these lines. Let's get rid of this line right here. This one. We'll get rid of this line right here. Okay. And we can see that it is still roughly holding this pennant. We could go ahead and do a little bit more drawing to make it more obvious. Right over here. And here. And then there.
And then,
right there. Right there. Little pennant action. So, I mean, the argument could be made that this is also a flat top. Again, not clear, not enough volume. It had a major parabolic run up to 134%. It was kind of choppy. It does have news. Okay, it entered into an exclusive license to eRaptor TM, a phase 3 ready asset for the treatment of familial adenoma. I can't even say it. Just something about phase 3. Let's just go with that. We're just going to go with that. And the float is 4 million, and the volume is ticking up at 14 million. Seems to be the best show in town right now, but not really that schmexy.
Not that schmexy.
Not that schmexy. So we will continue to search and hunt on the Serengeti for the next play. All right, let's see what else we got. We got NIVF, which was a runner earlier in the week, and it popped up a little bit earlier today. Let's take a look at it. NIVF. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. All right, it looks like a hot mess over here. A hot mess. You could see from the candles its barcoding, which is indicative of a stock that has a low volume. Okay, and it is below VWAP.
Sona Crescentemo says, "Happy Friday. We are schmexy artistes. Have an awesome day."
Let's go, baby.
Thank you.
Let's go, baby. What's up?
You
Thanks
have
for
a
joining us.
schmexy day.
All right, so we got NIVF looking very barcodish, if you will. Barcodish. You can
Yep,
see that there
yep.
were a double top over here
Double
and
top.
a sell-off.
And a sell-off.
And
oh
you
boy.
got very low volume going on. It is certainly oversold in the it's moving towards the oversold area, but there's not a hell of a lot of volume on it. And remember, this stock ran parabolic earlier in the week, so it got juiced pretty good. So we'll put you on a side chart. And we're going to keep on moving on and checking out other stockaroons. Let's go back to FRGT. I want to take a look and see what it's doing right now. Did anything change? It is still below this trend line over here, and it is continuing to sell off. It is significantly below VWAP, and it too is barcoding. Where's my volume, peoples?
Oh, by the
We
way,
need some volume.
Navid asked if we could check out BOF. Bravo.
BOF,
Oscar
sure. We
Foxtrot.
looked at that a little bit earlier. We'll check it out.
Sure.
A
Let's
lot
check
of
it out.
social media hype on this one. A lot of social media hype. It is trending on low volume. Let's get the pencil out. Boom, boom. You can see that it is trending. It has a run already, parabolic, earlier in the week, I believe, if I remember correctly, and it ran over 100%. It is forming a cup and handle on very low volume. So if we get our circle, I can circle it for you. So let's go over here.
Yeah.
And let's do that. And you can see it is forming what appears to be a cup and a handle. Who's got the coffee? I didn't get my
You
coffee.
didn't get your
DBL moms, you forgot my ice espresso. One demerit. One demerit.
One demerit.
Can I have my
Communism.
ice espresso, mama? Please.
Communism.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mama DBL moms did not give me my ice espresso. I've been a bad boy. I've been a bad boy, but this looks like a cup and
I'm a
handle
bad
type of
boy.
formation on the 1 minute, but you can see that it is being very lightly traded. The positive news is that it is above the trend line, and there are a lot of people talking about it on the internet, on social media.
Yeah.
Social media. Do I see any kind of news on it? Let's see. Let's go over here and check it out. BOF news. Do we have anything on it? I don't see nothing. It had news on, well, here we go. Branch Out Food is trading higher. I remember it had news earlier in the week. What was it? It announced that it had expanded its existing relationship with the nation's largest retailer, which brings the total annualized value of commitments for the retailer to over $8 million. $8 million. So that was the news that was out earlier in the week. And as far as the float is concerned, it is only a 2 million float stock, but currently the volume is only 1 million. We do have a cup and handle. It did run strong earlier in the week. There are people chatting about it on social media, but I don't see the volume yet. I want volume. Volume. We want volume. Let's take a look at the 5 minute, see what the 5 minute looks like. 5 minute. 5 minute chart. Okay, on the 5 minute chart, you can clearly see that it is above the trend, and guess what? It looks like it's forming even bigger cup and handle right here. A cup and handle over here. I'm not going to put anything over here because it's going to be too busy, but a cup and a handle on the 5, and then you got a smaller cup and a handle on the 1, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm doing this all with no ice espresso. My life is ruined. I cannot exist without my espresso. I need my espresso. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying the show, consider sharing. Sharing is caring, and we would love to see you share.
Be sure to
Okay?
like, comment, and subscribe, and ring that bell icon.
What he said, everything
Stay
that he just
notified
said.
when new videos are uploaded.
Yes, what he
Remember to
said.
share.
Sharing is caring.
We
Okay?
are at Coach Nick Money on X, at Coach Nick Money, and at Coach Nick Money on Twitch, at Coach Nick
There you
Money.
have it, ladies and gentlemen. You heard the man. All right, so here's the deal. Let's extend the trend line. It's breaking underneath the trend line. Again, it needs volume. So we're going to put it on a side chart. And we're going to go and check out other stocks. Let's go take a look at Peggy. Peggy. Hey, Peggy. And you can see that we have drawn the double top that resulted in a sell-off to a descending wedge and a potential inverted head, shoulders, aka head and shoulder, inverted head, shoulder. And you can see that since that inverted head and shoulder and that descending wedge, which are both bull patterns formed, you can see that the price action is trending upward on low volume. On low volume, and it has pierced the VWAP, but we'd like to see some more volume. Pump up the volume, pump up the volume, pump it up now. Now, retail investors are going to be coming in at 9:30, so we'll see what happens, whether or not the volume does, in fact, come into the stock, but it is moving in the general correct direction. It is a 8-penny stock, and it is currently up 56%.
56%.
56 million float, so it's on the heavy side. But again, the stock itself is only 8 cents a share, and it does have 117 million shares moving hands. Again, not a lot of volume considering how many shares there are, but it is an inexpensive stock, and it is trending upward, and it did have a descending bullish wedge, and it did have an inverted head and shoulders, which is also a bullish conversion signal, and it has broken VWAP. So now, will it hold VWAP? Will it hold it as support? Will it hold it as support? DBL. DBL.
Yes.
Side chart.
Side chart.
Side chart, because
Side
I
chart.
want something more schmexy than that. Let's go back to BDRX. BDRX. I'm on the wrong screen. Let's try it again. BDRX. BDRX. It is currently up now 130%. We had a high of 134%. Remember, I have concerns about this shoulder, head and shoulder. I'm going to make a line right here at 173. That's resistance. 173, which was the last high, and it's trying to break out. I don't fully trust what's going on here because we do have indications of a shoulder, head and shoulder. It is very extended on the 1 minute, and it is also quite extended on the 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart. So this could very easily be a bull trap. Bull trap.
Bull hockey.
So I want to see it break away from 173 and start moving. And you know what? We'll draw some lines because it is the leading runner of the morning. See? The leading runner, So let's go on the 30-minute. Can't do anything with that. Let's go to the 1 hour. 1 hour. Okay, so 1 hour, we got a little bit of something over here. We could do this maybe. Maybe boom right there. Maybe boom right there. Right over there. You know what I mean? Maybe like something like that. Let's go to the 4-hour, 180-day chart. 180-day chart, ladies and gentlemen. We could go and say maybe boom right there, or maybe even boom right there. Okay, so that's what we got so far. I mean, if we want to get funky, we could get funky and fresh right up here. Boom, boom, and now let's zoom in to the 1 minute and take a look at what's going on. Let's bring this down a hair. Okay, so here's our key levels, ladies and gentlemen. Our key levels are right here. So does it break the 173? The 173 is an important area because you could see, let me get my graffiti pencil out. You can see there is a channel right here, okay? And there is unclear information on the one as to what we're doing. It could be a pennant or a flat top breakout, if you will, or it could be a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. And this could be a fake out. And we are getting close to the 9:30 bell. So, could be that they fake out with a false breakout on the bullish side, and then they bring it all the way back. And then maybe later, they make it go up. I've seen that before.
I seen that.
Not financial advice, not an expert at this stuff. I just draw really cool stuff on the screen, and I hope I entertain you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're liking the show, consider sharing.
Consider a like,
Yeah.
comment,
But
subscribe.
even more importantly, share.
and ring that bell icon.
Yeah, because sharing is caring, and we
Share.
love when you share. So thank you very much. If you got other tickers that you want us to take a look at, let's go ahead and put it in the chat, and we will take a peeky-weeky at them. Now, once again, BDRX is the leading runner of the morning, but right now it is certainly in consolidation mode, and that is stressing me out. So I'm going to have my Ice Espresso. Thank you, Double Moms. Thank you, but you had one demerit for not getting it for me earlier. Just saying. Just saying, my little petunia.
There you
Boy, oh boy, that Ice Espresso hit the spot. All right, we're going to take a look at MFI, which was running earlier in the week. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a peeky weeky at it.
You gotta type it in.
I'm doing it. I'm typing it.
Yeah.
I'm typing it. Ooh, it looks pretty nasty. No, 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 no. Let's forget about that one. How about TPET? Let's check that one out. TEPT.
PET.
I know, I typed a boo-boo. TPET.
boo-boo.
TPET. TPET Oil Company. Oil.
Oil.
And again, kind of choppy.
Mine.
Kind of choppy. Kind of messy. Not very schmexy. Not very schmexy.
No.
Later, let's go to Peggy again. Hey, Peggy. How you doing?
Hey, Peggy.
Hey,
Check
Peggy.
out the gun show going on over here.
Peggy.
Bang.
Boom. Bam.
Fire power.
Fire power. So let's zoom in. We had a lot of information here. Why am I going lag? I'm lagging over here. I'm lagging. Why am I lagging? What's going on here? What's going on? Why am I lagging?
Why you lagging?
There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
All right, so we drew the descending wedge, which would be a bull reversal. We had the inverted head and shoulder. So here's the head, here's the two shoulders, and the trend line upward. It was over VWAP and pulled back down, and now it's tickling VWAP's bottom at 2:32. 2 minutes and 32 seconds before the 9:30 bell. So we're gonna basically keep an eye on it, see what happens, and later for this one, because it doesn't look terribly schmexy.
Not
Back
schmexy.
to B. Why are you not working?
There you go.
Why are you not working today? BDRX. There we go. BDRX again continues to consolidate. Consolidation. We can change our drawings a little bit, maybe. Let's change it. Let's see what happens over here. Let's go over here. Let's get rid of this one. And let's draw our lines again because it is still in that consolidation mode. So we got all of this going on. And we got maybe all of this going on over here. All right. It's still a pennant. Still potentially a flat top breakout, but check this out. Watch this, Doubles. Watch how I do this. Here's where my concerns are. Ready? So we had shoulder, head, shoulder. It didn't break down. So let's get rid of this shoulder right there. But what we do have right now is maybe the makings of a triple top,
Triple top.
which is a bearish
That's a
reversal
bearish
pattern.
Yeah.
Bearish, okay? So again, we need to see this stock break out with authority over 173 to become schmexy. Right now, you're not schmexy, BDRX. I don't care that you went up 134%. I want you to be schmexy. All right? Be schmexy and take off. And again, this could be a bull trap that's being set up where they're making it look like a flat top breakout, but in reality, it pulls back at the bell, and then maybe it recovers later on. It does have news. Again, not financial advice, just having a conversation with friends. It had a phase 3 ready asset type of news with some kind of medication that sounds really weird. I can't pronounce it. I'm not going to get into it. The float is 4 million shares, and the volume is 18 million. So there's a lot of volume. So maybe it just takes off. But again, the key level, I would say, would probably be the 173 mark, and we're going to create a little bit of an alert at 173 and see if it pierces through it or if it basically rejects and flushes. Again, is it a bull trap or does it go parabolic? I think it's a bull trap. That's what I think.
I think it's a bull trap.
See, it's not moving. Not moving. I think it pulls back first, and hopefully it settles and reverses and moves upward. It is the leading gainer pre-market. Let's see what it does. Do they make it into a bull trap? A bull trap. Does it hold VWAP? VWAP's 154. And you can see that the candle currently is red. And it's a doji. It's not, it doesn't have a bottom tail. And we like bottom tails. This is not a bottom tail. Let's take a look at what it looks like on the 5. You can see that the volume candle is very red. Very red. And we don't like red.
We like
I look pretty in green. I really do. I'm a pretty fella in green. Green all over. Dollar bills, y'all. Dollar bills, y'all. And you can see it is pulling back as we suspected it might. Now the question is, will it stay above VWAP and reverse later on, or is it going to go down significantly? I look at this and I say to myself, it looks like a bull trap, but hopefully I'm wrong. We'll keep an eye on it for a few more minutes. Not a few more minutes, for a little while longer to see if it resolves itself. And if it doesn't resolve itself and doesn't start to get schmexy, we will move on to take a look at a different ticker. Okay, you got 5 more seconds to get my attention. If you don't, I'm going to move on to something else. You're going to VWAP. You're not schmexy, BOF. Let's see how BOF is doing. BOF piercing through VWAP, and looky here. It had formed the cup and handle on low volume and then crashed and burned, but now it looks like it's forming a double bottom. A double bottom. Hold on. Hold on. BDRX is now moving up, and again it was a fake out right there. It hit that 173 and reversed, so we'll put the 173 back up as an alert. But again, this is what's concerning me about this stock. And you can see it's a top tail.
We like the bottom.
We want bottoms. Bottom tails. Bottoms. Ladies and gentlemen, bottom tails are juicy. 5-minute chart. And then a 5-minute chart, you can see it looks absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And we've got support at 147 and 140. And if it fails, we could see a flusharoo. A flusharoo. Oh my. Back to BOF. Back to BOF. Let's see what BOF is doing. BOF is trying to curl up. Curl. It's curling, and it looks, if I zoom in to the 1 minute, it looks like it formed a double bottom. Bull pattern. Bull pattern, but again, on very light volume, and that's what concerns me about BOF. BOF is currently up 24%. It's all right, but we're going to say side chart. Side chart. Let's go to super penny check, penny stock, PEGY. Peggy. Poo. Peggy Poo. You can see that we had our descending wedge, the inverted head and shoulders, and it trended upward, and then it dipped below the trend. But right now, it is still above the trend, and we will get the graffiti pencil out and draw the trend. And right now, the trend is still its friend. Boom, right there. And currently, Peggy is up 63%. Let's keep an eye on Peggy. Peggy is continuing its move off of this bullish area right here. Again, the descending wedge, it signified a potential reversal. The inverted shoulder, head and shoulder, aka inverted head and shoulder, also signified a reversal from the bearish to a bullish pattern, and in fact it has been trending upward and is currently up 63%, and now it's up 1.6 million volume. 1.6 million volume. It is an 8-cent stock. Super volatile. Super volatile. Doesn't really have a tremendous amount of volume for so many shares, but again, it's a cheap stock. 134 million shares have traded hands, but again, keep in mind that the stock has Give me Peggy. The stock has 56 million shares. 56 million shares. Ladies and gentlemen, 56 million shares. So we're keeping an eye on it, but it looks like it's starting to lose momentum. Lose momentum. Okay, so we will come back to you. It is still above the trend line, so we will certainly be keeping an eye on Madam Peggy. BDRX pulled back. Hold on. Got another one for you. We got VRPX, and it looks like Garbaggio, so we will ignore VRPX. How about AILE? Nice juicy run up, but now you got a big red candle, not a tremendous amount of volume, and there is a huge gap between the bid and ask, so not particularly schmexy. Let's see if there's any news on it. It's up 30%. iLearning, it reported its Q4 results a couple of days ago, and the float is only 8 million, but it only has 8,000 shares that have been traded. So not schmexy at all. No. BDRX. Let's go back to BDRX, and you could see that it in fact was a bull trap. A bull trap, and it looks like it halted downward. Let's fix this drawing. Let's see if it recovers from this downward turn. We do have our alert set at $1.73 to see if it breaks that key level.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, Doubles. 1 huge red candle, 2 huge red candles, 3 huge red candles. Ha 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 ha. We don't like that.
No.
We don't like that.
No.
Later for that. How about FRGT? It was moving earlier in the day, pre-market FRGT, and it's coiling.
Ooh.
And again, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's curling, and it's actually made it over the trend line that we have over here. So let's go ahead and extend the trend line so that we can take a look at it. And it has gone up and down, and currently is going up 42%. It is above the trend line, and we can also say that maybe this was what we would call it was a cup and handle. Yeah, it was a cup and handle, I would say, but it fulfilled the cup and handle. It fulfilled the cup and handle, and it also fulfilled the descending wedge. And it's now above this trend line, and it's up 43%, but it's barcoding, so it doesn't have a tremendous amount of volume.
Not a lot of volume.
And it's coming up to resistance at $1.35. So $1.35 would be the next resistance level. I would say this might be another resistance level. Let's get our other graffiti pen out. You can see it a little bit more clearly when we zoom in like this. Right over here is another resistance area. How about right there? And of course, the high of the day, $1.44, would be another one. So it just broke through the trend line and is now currently above the trend line. Let's see if it holds. You got a lot of top tails.
We like the bottom tails.
We like the bottom tails, ladies and gentlemen. We like the bottom tails. Not very schmexy. I mean, I'm getting bored. Okay, we got another ticker that's popping up on low volume. Another ticker popping up on low volume. ULH. And it's popping up on low volume. Doesn't have news. Universal Logistics declares 0.105 dividend. So they gave a dividend, 7 million float, but there's only 22,000 shares being traded. So it is scantily cladded with volume. So later, let's go back to TVGN, which ran parabolic pre-market and then crashed and burned. And let's see what it looks like right now. And it still looks like Garbaggio. So we will go away from it and say later for you. Later alligator. Okay, let's go to the earlier runner of the week, NIVF, and see what's going on with that. And we can see that it is kind of on the downward trend. And if we zoom out, we can see 1, 2, 3 triple tops. Bearish, not interesting, not smexy, not even a little bit. Let's go back to Peggy. Let's say hello to Peggy. Peggy. Hey, Peggy Weggy. How you doing, Peggy Weggy? Are you going to stay above the trend line? Are you going to stay above the trend line? Yes or no? You say yes or no. Above the trend line? Yes or no? Why are we having sluggishness here? Come on now. Come on now. You need to move on over and get me the ability to see this a little bit more clearly. Wow. Peggy doesn't want to cooperate. Let's go to another ticker. Let's go to BDRX, BDRX, BDRX.
DRX.
And BDRX, as you can see, is at the bottom of the support area. We wanted it to stay above the $41, $42 mark, and it did not stay there. And in fact, we had predicted a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder, or if you want, a double top. And in fact, it's pulling back. So BDRX, thanks for the memories, but you are not schmexy anymore. You're not schmexy anymore. Later, alligator. Okay, so right now we are at PEGY, and it is still above the trend line. You can see that right there, but also not terribly schmexy, not schmexy at all. Okay, we have other tickers coming in. RILY. RILY is an expensive stock, but let's take a look at it anyway. RILY, just for the sake of it, it is pulling up, but it's only up 6%, and it's not very schmexy at all. Not schmexy at all. Ladies and gentlemen, not schmexy at all. Just saying.
No.
All right, let's go to FRGT. FRGT, sell off. Whoop,
Sell
whoop,
off.
whoop, whoop. Sell off. Warning. Sell off. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Peggy. All right. Nothing is particularly schmexy right now. No, I'm not feeling any of this. How about BOF? A hot mess. A hot messaroo. Not very schmexy at all, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing anything that's really tickling my fancy. I think I'm going to call it early and have espresso with my little DBL Nicks. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not subscribed to YouTube, go ahead and subscribe and do what this guy's saying.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share.
Sharing is caring, ladies and
At
gentlemen.
Coach Nick Money, at Coach Nick Money on Twitter, aka X, at Coach Nick Money, and we are at Coach Nick Money on Twitch, at Coach Nick Money.
And if you'd like to join us in our private Discord, where we call a lot of bangers a lot of times, today we already have called 2 100% runners pre-market. We are the joint, ladies and gentlemen, the
Yes,
joint.
sir.
You can come and check us out for 99 cents for 7 days. After that, it's $39.99. Low price for an amazing community and amazing monitoring from pre-market, during regular hours, and after hours. Nobody does it better than us. Nobody. I'm just telling you.
Oh.
All right, it's Coach Nick Money.
And DBL Nick's in the house.
And the one and only, the queen of stocks, DBL Moms. And we are out of here. Stay green, make some money. Peace out. Bye.
Happy Friday.